Thank you. So good morning, everybody. In March of 2011, leaders from 23 different faith communities in the capital region gathered at the Citadel Theatre to sign a shared interfaith statement on homelessness and affordable housing. Many of us were there, I think, or several of us, and it was a great moment for Interfaith in Edmonton. This interfaith statement was the response of Edmonton area faith leaders to the City of Edmonton's plan to eliminate homelessness in the capital region, and it served as a call to action for Edmonton's religious and spiritual communities to work together to address issues of homelessness and need for affordable housing in our communities. Religious leaders and the communities that they represent wanted to be able and felt themselves poised to contribute effectively to two dimensions of the city's plan: the physical building of new homes through fundraising and building projects, etc., and what we might call people-soft dimensions, befriending new neighbors in our communities, reaching out and inviting new participation in community life. So several projects addressing these two interests have emerged since 2011. One of them, of course, is this annual Interfaith Works project offered in conjunction with Habitat for Humanity Edmonton. And in our first year, how exciting it was to see some 120 volunteers from several different faith communities take part in the initiative. We didn't know when you put out a call like this. I mean, it's one thing to have signatures on a charter from your faith leadership. It's another thing to put out a call to the communities and have that level of response in the first year.
I'm going to ask you to rise. Because Creator demands all of us. It's not just a head thing. And as we go through this project and we see it with Interfaith and Habitat, it isn't just about using our heads. There's some muscles involved. It's a whole physical kind of thing to get this project worked through. And so Creator asks us to use all of our bodies to worship Him and to follow Him. So pray with me. We come to you, Triune Creator, as a few of your many children on this earth. We thank you for the gift of life that comes to us like the dawn of each new day. As we begin today, we pray for your light on our path. Open our hearts to your Spirit. Our hope is for peace to be the cornerstone of this housing project, so that people may welcome the daylight with joy rather than fear. Creator, bless Habitat and Interfaith project with gifts of strength, courage, wisdom, compassion, and love as we seek to bless our neighbors and friends with a new home. Creator God, we know a city has many parts and leadership is provided through many avenues. So we pray for Habitat for Humanity and the staff and volunteers who shape, lead, and encourage the citizens of Edmonton to reflect the vibrancy we see in our creation. And we humbly thank you, Creator, giver of life, for the abundance and variety of your creation. We thank you for warm winds of the south that allow plants and food to grow year after year. Give that we may learn the lessons hidden under every leaf and rock. Help us to always be generous with what we have and share with those who have less. We pray too that you will bring healing where there is strife and brokenness. Give to the powerful a change of heart, and to those who suffer, courage and the ability to forgive. Where there is death and hatred, sow seeds of new life. Our prayer turns towards the frontline workers who will help build the community through their construction efforts. We pray for safety, courage, and a willing spirit to serve all the citizens of Edmonton. Creator, help us as citizens of this great city to offer our continued support to these unsung heroes among us. Creator, as we get to share a meal also at this moment, we thank you again for that simple gift of food that you provide each and every day. Bless it unto our physical bodies, but also unto our new relationships as neighbors and friends. And Creator, we thank you for the beauty of the red and purple sunset. By it, teach us respect for all things you have made. Help us to share with gratitude the unique gifts you have bestowed on every nation. Triune Creator, grant that what we say with our lips we may believe in our hearts and practice in our lives, to the honor of your name, Creator God. Amen.
if you would each come just right along here, and then I'm just going to pass the microphone along and invite you to share. Sophia, maybe we can start with you, okay?
Okay, my name is Sophia, and I'm here from the Muslim community, and this is a wonderful project. It really speaks to my heart, and it's such a great way for faith communities to come together and be a part and work together to address this need for housing. So thank you for inviting me and give us the opportunity to work together with other faith groups.
Hi, my name is Werner DeYoung, and I serve as the pastor of Holyrood Mennonite Church here in Edmonton, and I've had that position now for 12 years. I think I prepared too much, so I'm just going to wing it. I'll leave these notes aside. Oh, I got a little more time. I think two concepts come to mind when it comes to understanding Mennonites and Mennonite spirituality and our commitment to organizations like Habitat for Humanity. The first one is following Jesus. We believe in Jesus, of course, but we absolutely believe that our faith in Jesus needs legs and hands and arms and hammers and saws. So we very much seek to put our faith in Jesus into action. When we look at how Jesus lived and at what he taught, he fed the hungry, he healed the sick, he clothed the naked, he associated with people nobody else wanted to associate with, always trying to meet human needs. So very important for Mennonites is to try to follow Jesus in action, and not just in some kind of an intellectual belief. The second key word for Mennonites is peacemaking. We take seriously Jesus' words when he said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." We take seriously Jesus' words when he said, "I tell you to love your enemies, to bless them and not to curse them, and even to pray for them." So, a quick aside, but it's also relevant, as Mennonites, we reject violence of all kinds. We don't participate in wars because we think it's incompatible with the teaching of Jesus to love our enemies. But the other side of peace is not just the rejection of violence. It's a positive presence of everything that makes for human flourishing. The great word shalom, right? The wonderful word shalom. Anything that can help humans and a human community to flourish is part of peacemaking, and surely part of what Jesus meant. So that's why we're excited to support Habitat for Humanity, because people can't flourish without affordable homes, without safe homes, without solid homes. So my wife, Joanne, is here. She's worked with Habitat for 3 years. So that's part of our church's involvement here. We've sent youth groups here in the past and others here in the past, and we've supported meals in the past. So it's on account of those two things that we try to follow Jesus in action, and because we believe peace means human flourishing, that we're very excited to support Habitat. Thanks.
Rabbanit Batya Friedman. I'm of Beth Israel Synagogue, so I'm wearing my other hat today, representing the Jewish community. So Judaism has 3 pillars that we stand on. Our sages tell us that there's Torah, Avodah, and Gemilut Chasadim. So we have Torah, the Bible. Avodah is referred to as prayer, service, and Gemilut Chasadim, loosely translated, is acts of kindness. But if you look at the real translation, Hebrew is a very special language. I know you refer to it as shalom, and everyone loves that word because it could mean goodbye, it could mean peace. But Gemilut Chasadim is the true definition. If we had to translate that into English, would be loving kindness. Because good deeds, we have our mitzvot, we have our commandments that are given to us by the Bible, by the Torah, through God. But loving kindness is about, acts of loving kindness is about true giving. And these 3 pillars are all balanced, they're all equally balanced. So not one is more important than the other. So learning the Torah, studying the Torah, prayer, and doing good acts of kindness is all equal in God's eyes. And that's what the 3 pillars of Judaism stand. And sometimes it's easier to just sit in our little Bet Midrash, like we saw, our little temple, and pray and do our own little thing, or study Torah and teach others about the Bible and whatnot. And sometimes it's harder to get out there and do the acts of kindness. But that's why it's so important, because, and again, I want to focus on the loving kindness, because it's sometimes those harder acts that we need to really work on to do those acts of chesed, as we refer to them in Hebrew. And so we are actually very happy to be part of this project. And we joined, I think, our second, third annual, part where we encourage the Jewish community to participate, to volunteer. We've done the lunches, and actually do the work of building homes and doing the not so easy stuff sometimes. And we're proud to be able to stand on that pillar as Jewish people. Thank you.
My name is Gurinder Singh, and I represent the Sikh community. Helping others is one of the tenets of our religion. Our salutation, Sat Sri Akal, simply means God is truth. Says everyone. If you are truthful, you believe in God. That's
all. My name is Mark. I'm a representative for the Mormon faith, and we are just really excited that we can join in and participate with everyone here in this great work that's taking place. Just to echo some of the words that have been said, the physical building of the home, again, to provide that safety and that peace that so many people are looking for today. We hope that this home, this physical home, becomes a source of inner strength for these families, that the work that's done inside the walls of those homes are ones that build that loving kindness. And I think regardless of whoever's moving into these homes, we hope that they have an experience and they're able to see the kindness and the loving acts of the community, that's something that can reside with these families, with these children, with these parents for multiple generations, something that they can build the foundation off of. And so we're just really happy and really excited to be here and join and participate with everyone in this great endeavor, and thank you so much for the invitation.
Well, the last speaker goes, I would like you to do something that is a bit of a traditional thing that we do in our church. Would you find one person that you don't know, get their name, and say hi? Just take a moment to do that, okay? Otherwise, we're all strangers when we go to lunch.
Hey.